Hey Falcon fans, I'm Thomas Mott. Let's jump into the latest Atlanta Falcons news and rumors here on a Monday, starting with the new Peter King Monday Morning Quarterback article that talks about the likelihood and odds of Julio Jones is traded during the offseason. Obviously, there's a lot of rumors the past couple of months about would Julio be traded pre-draft. That didn't happen. Obviously, now, technically, he can't be traded until after June 1st, but you could technically put together today a skeleton or the framework of a trade, and then it would be non-official, but technically official until after June 1st. So the cap space, again, continues to be the real problem right now in Atlanta, as they only have like $60,000 or $600,000 in free cap space. They got to sign all the rookies. They've started to do that as well, and so money has always been the issue regarding Julio Jones in terms of the past couple of months. It's not his play on the football field, even though injuries have been a problem. But right now, Peter King is seeing a 60-40 chance, so 60% chance he's traded by Labor Day and a 40% chance he's going to be a Falcon going into the 2021 NFL season. Now, ESPN's Michael Rosenstein was talking about the odds of Jones being traded and the possibility of him being traded a couple of days ago. We'll throw that quote up on your screen right now. Quote, trading Jones isn't a performance thing. It's simply the reality of a shrunken salary cap due to COVID-19 and a cap flow problem that the previous regime left Atlanta in. This isn't to say the Falcons are definitely trading Jones after June 1. It's the return value. If the return value isn't there, whether that's draft picks, good players on cheap contracts, or a combination of both, it would be surprising to see Atlanta trade him. So King says 60% chance, and ESPN's Michael Rosenstein says unlikely to go ahead and see that happen. Now, Peter King did put out in an article a couple of days ago the likely trade destinations if the Falcons were going to go ahead and trade Julio Jones, and we'll throw those up on your screen right now. And these are all kind of the likely ones that you keep hearing. New England, they need wide receivers and have the money to do so. San Francisco, that's more of a, I guess, pairing with Kyle Shanahan, not necessarily a need for the 49ers, as they look pretty good with their first two wide receivers in Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk. Indy, because they need wide receivers. Your best option right now, I guess, is T.Y. Hilton with the new quarterback in Carson Wentz, and so Indy could go ahead and be a trade partner. And then the Las Vegas Raiders, just because simply the Las Vegas Raiders are always rumored to be interested in trading for the next great star player that's available right now. And you know, John Gruden would probably love to have Julio Jones on his football team. I'll ask you guys this question before I jump into my thoughts on this. Should the Falcons trade Julio Jones? If you think they should, type Y down below for yes. If you think they shouldn't, type N down below for no. I want to see your guys' thoughts on this as Falcon fans. And I think a lot of people are going to be split on the reaction to if they should trade Julio Jones or not. Now, I think Jones stays for 2021. We talked about trade rumors a lot, and there's a lot of discussion happening in Atlanta right now about whether you would want to do it or not. I think that there are both very clear options for both. I mean, I can totally understand wanting to trade him if you get a good enough return, because you can free up a lot of cap space, and likely Calvin Ridley is supposed to assume the wide receiver number one spot because he was so good last year and way more healthy than Julio Jones has been. They also drafted Kyle Pitts, who can take over as a number two weapon in that offense, and so I get the argument for for trading him, but I just think in the end, they're not going to get a good enough offer, and they already decided to go ahead and keep Matt Ryan for the next couple of years, and so it makes sense to keep Julio Jones as well. Like, if they were in a full rebuild mode right now, they would have not only drafted a quarterback in this year's draft, but they would have tried to trade Julio Jones. Like, if you're doing a full rebuild, trading Julio Jones as a part of that, just go all the way instead of doing like one little thing and yet keeping Matt Ryan, which would make absolutely no sense. So even though Jones, the past couple of years, has struggled with being healthy and on the football field, we all understand just how elite he is and how great he is. And if Atlanta wants to be a legit threat in the NFC South this year, whether you think they are or not, Julio Jones is going to be a big part and a big reason for that. So I don't think that they will end up trading him, in my opinion. However, Peter King seems to be a lot more high on the odds of it happening, and so I guess we'll wait and see, and obviously keep you guys covered and up to date here if they were to go ahead and do it. Now, before we go ahead and keep going, I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsor for today's video, our partners at Newsbreak, which is a great new app that they have created to go ahead and localize all of your relevant content into one stream or one news platform in order to go ahead and scroll through the app quickly and get all of your latest and greatest news, and depending on whether you live in Atlanta or anywhere else or in the continental United States. You just download the Newsbreak app at chatsports.com/FalconsNB. That link will be down below me and in the description box as well. Put in your zip code, you can get local news, local weather, political commentary, sports commentary, whenever you want to subscribe onto your news feed, you can do it through the Newsbreak app. So it works for Android and iPhone. Again, all you do is go to chatsports.com/FalconsNB to download it right now, and then follow our page, Falcons Today by Chat Sports, in order to go ahead and get the latest updates on the Falcons news and rumor videos that we post on this channel, but you can get them on your phone as well via the Newsbreak app. The link is down below in the description box, so go ahead and download that app today. All right, let's jump into some more Falcons news and rumors here. There is a new report that came out today talking about the future of Matt Ryan, and that there are apparently people close to Matt Ryan who are hearing that Ryan thinks he has several really good years left in the National Football League and wants to spend them with the Atlanta Falcons. This, of course, is on the heels of Atlanta not doing anything at the quarterback spot in the 2021 NFL Draft. We went from predicting them taking a quarterback at number 4 overall to them not drafting a single one, like not even a backup quarterback, after, of course, signing A.J. McCarron this offseason. They did add Felipe Franks to go ahead and be the undrafted free agent rookie quarterback, so I guess that is an addition, but we all understand that Felipe Franks is more than likely not going to be the future in Atlanta. Hopefully he does turn out, but the odds of it not actually happening. And so the question now becomes, how much longer can Matt Ryan really play? Like, he's under contract for the next couple of years. How great can he be going into age 37, age 38, age 39? I mean, these are all very real questions that a lot of Falcon fans have right now. And ESPN's Jeremy Fowler kind of broke this whole news on SportsCenter a couple of days ago. Quote, Matt Ryan has told multiple people close to him in and around the Falcons that he feels he has several good years left and he can still play at a high level. The Falcons did extensive homework on Trey Lance and the other quarterbacks that they considered with the 4th overall pick, but they believe and they're totally comfortable rolling with Matt Ryan for this year, possibly longer. They feel they have weapons, Kyle Pitts now, a quarterback from the system with new coach Arthur Smith, and it should be an improved defense. So this is a team that they feel they'll be on the rise, and Ryan will be better positioned to have more success. Now, end quote. Now, I think Matt Ryan has at least 2 good years left, and I think all the reasons that Jeremy Fowler mentioned are all correct. The offense has been, I think, tailored around him a little bit more, or at least will be under Arthur Smith. The big emphasis that he didn't mention here is that the offensive line, I mean, they put a lot of significant draft capital into the offensive line in the hopes of putting the best 5 players in front of Matt Ryan and keeping him upright. If they can find a way to run the football with their limited amount of running backs right now and keep Matt Ryan from being top 5 most sacked quarterbacks in the league like he's been the past couple of years, this offense will be able to score points. I mean, Kyle Pitts, Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley, I mean, it's one of the best trios you have in the National Football League. I have more questions on the defensive side of the football in terms of, can they stop anybody? There's a very real possibility that Atlanta can score 27 points a game, but they give up 34 points a game and they lose a lot more than they're actually winning. But in terms of Matt Ryan having multiple years left, I think of course he does. You look at his stats the past couple of years, you look at him as a player overall, a lot of the Falcons' issues have not been him. It's been a lack of a running game. It's been Julio Jones getting hurt. It's been a porous offensive line. It's been 0 pass rush on the defensive side of the football. It's been poor secondary play. I mean, the list goes on and on. Bad play calling, especially last year. Under Arthur Smith, I think the idea is to take the current roster, tweak it a little bit as they've done this offseason, and then roll out with a high-powered offense that scores a ton of points and hope the defense can hold on late in football games and win that way. And I think that will work whether Matt Ryan's the quarterback or not, but I think the real main issue here, if Atlanta was wanting to get rid of Matt Ryan, is of course the current salary cap issue and the current contract things that they have given to Matt Ryan. And so I think he's going to be here for at least the next couple of years. I would have thought they would have drafted somebody this offseason, at least in the later rounds, to go ahead and be the heir apparent. They did not. And so I think we look forward to 2022 as being a position where Atlanta could go ahead and potentially draft somebody in the later rounds to eventually become the Matt Ryan replacement whenever he does decide to either move on or retire and hang up the cleats. How many more seasons do you guys think Matt Ryan has left? Like overall, if you had to predict like good seasons, not like backup quarterback seasons if you even want to do that, but good starting caliber quarterback seasons, how many do you think he has left? Let me know down below right now in the comments section. All right, before we go ahead and end, again, we're trying to go ahead and build this channel up, which means we need more subscribers. So all you Falcon fans out there who like the content, hit the red subscribe button down below, turn on the notification bells. We have passed 2,000 subs, trying to work our way up to 5,000 subs here, as we're going to be, in my opinion, the fastest growing Falcons channel on YouTube with the best content as well. And so make sure you guys are subscribed down below. Ultimate out for today here on Atlanta Falcons Today. I'm your host, Thomas Mott, signing off for the rest of your day.